Welcome. Today we bring you a special in-depth report on the US President Donald Trump's latest move that's shaking the global trade all over. A single letter to 150 countries and billions in trade at stake. Trump's sweeping new tariffs plan, set to launch 1st August, has movements, markets, and diplomatic scrambling. As we are going to break down what was announced and what it means and how the world is reacting. This Trump's 150 latest tariff shock, global trade on the edge, and how he met with Prince in White House. This is G&I News Updates, and you're going to be with Veronica Limo in this news. On Wednesday, President Trump, speaking from the White House during a meeting with bin Hamad Al Khalifa, confirmed that they intend to send single official letter to more than 150 countries, detailing the new tariff rate they will face starting 1st August. This is according to Trump. It's all going to be the same for everyone. For that group, they are not big countries, and they don't do that much business, not like the ones we agreed with, like China and Japan. This move marks a major escalation in Trump's ongoing trade strategy. Since April, all countries have been paying 10% baseline tariff on exports to the United States, but Trump hints that it could increase, possibly to 15 or 20%, though he stopped short to confirming the new rate. The latter will reportedly apply to what Trump described as smaller nations, countries that don't carry the same trade weight as China or Japan, yet still export significantly to the US. Countries that may be affected include India, Taiwan, Switzerland, Southeast Asian exporters, several African and Eastern European countries. Together, these nations make up a complex web of suppliers that touches everything from microchips to clothing, medical equipment, and more. This is not the first time Trump has used tariff letters as bargaining chip. Over the past few months, roughly 24 countries, including the European nation, Japan, and South Korea, have received individual letters laying out tariff threats or offers of preferential deals, effective in August 1st. Those letters triggered the last-minute scramble for exemptions and better terms. What Trump's doing is creating a two-track trade world. One for favored partners who negotiate, another for countries who get lumped into his blanket penalty. With the clock ticking down, countries that haven't received a letter are now in diplomatic frenzy. Example, India is reportedly in a tense talk to avoid the penalty. Taiwan is seeking quickly Black Channel negotiations. Switzerland is calling the measure disproportionate. And yet Trump has given mixed signals about where talks stand. They have another deal coming up, maybe with India. They don't know. They're in negotiation short pause. They are very close to the deal with India. Where they open up? This contradiction has confused both markets and diplomats. Globally, the response has been swift and tense. New Delhi officer says that India is prepared for tariffs, but hope to strike a deal. Brussels, the EU warns that it may retaliate with tariffs for its own. Tokyo, Japan's leaders say negotiation with Washington are stalling. Trump on Japan, he think will probably leave by letter with Japan. In other words, Trump suggests Japan may not get a deal and face high tariff soon. Economists warns this move could hurt everyone involved and backfire politically. It is said that 15 to 20% tariff on 150 countries. That means prices go up for electronics, clothes, even medicine. American consumers feel that quickly. Already US manufacturing products, farmers, and importers are raising concerns. Some are saying that they depend on parts from India and Vietnam. Those tariffs could drive them out of business or push up the price of customers. Back in Washington, some Republicans are worried with the 2026 midterm approaching. They fear that economic blockdown could damage Trump's approval rating. Yet Trump traffic remains political weapons, a symbol of strength. He's beating that being a tough on trade will rally his base. But if prices surge or jobs are lost, the gamble could backfire. There is a big question left. Will this tariff really take effect on 1st August? Trump may delay. The layout back grows. Some countries may get last-minute exemptions, or the plan could go forward, triggering the new phase of a global trade war. As for now, the White House has not released any final details, as President Donald Trump has hosted the Prime Minister for a private dinner and met with Bahrain's Crown Prince at the White House as part of the United States' efforts to address regional issues, including rescuing a Gaza ceasefire and promoting diplomacy ties with the Gulf region. The Qatar Prime Minister and the member of the country's ruling family had a private dinner with Trump on Wednesday evening. Before this meal, Trump met with Crown Prince in the Oval Office, with little progress to share on the region's most pressing conflict, including Israel's war on Gaza. Trump was more focused on Wednesday on promoting diplomatic ties as vehicle and economic growth.
We've had a tremendous relationship, I have personally, with Bahrain over the years.
Trump has lavished tension on the Gulf, the wealthy region where members of his family has extensive business relationship. In mid-May, he visited Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates on the first foreign policy trip of his second term. While in Qatar, in mid-May, Trump complimented its palisade and stopped at Udeid Air Base, the biggest U.S. military base in the Middle East. The base was hit by Iran after the U.S. bombed the country's nuclear facilities. Hours before ceasefire was declared in the U.S.-Israel-Iran conflict. One ballistic missile made impact, while others were intercepted. The visit cumulated in deals worth at least $1.2 trillion, including a major transaction of Qatar Airways to buy 210 aircraft from Boeing. Another deal included purchase of drones and anti-drone technology from U.S. defense companies like Raytheon and the investment in the U.S. energy sectors. Trump wants the U.S. luxury Boeing 747 donated by Qatar as his Air Force One, saying he is tired of waiting for Boeing to finish the new plans. During his early meeting, Trump said anything America needed, they helped, and anything Qatar needed, they helped. They helped us. Bahrain is a long-time ally that hosts the US 50 Fleet, which operates in the Middle East. Like other Arab leaders, Ali Khalif is eager to highlight the lucrative potential for diplomatic ties with the US, includes $17 billion wealthy dollars for investment. And this is real, he said.
Security issues, we'll be discussing trade and investment, which is very important. We're very happy to be announcing $17 billion worth of deals that are coming to the United States. And this is real. This isn't...
It's real money.
These aren't fake deals.
This is the real money. It is not a fake deal. We heard it from him. This has been a biggest meeting and of course a visitation to the White House. Is this deal going to work out? Only time will tell. Long, short story, our eyes are open. Kindly don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. This is GNI News Updates, and I remain Veronica Limo.